In this video, I'm going to share with you how to handle summit failure. You spend a bunch of money, you train, you go, and you don't make the summit. It stinks. Trust me, terrible. This is from a subscriber who sent a comment here, and I'm going to read the comment to you because this is a really important thing to understand for mountaineers, climbers, hikers, backpackers, adventurers, whatever. This is a very good point. Aaron, I love your videos. Let's see. My YouTube username is Jake Rockwell. Jake, thank you very much. Long story, but as I write, I have a question and advice for a friend. He has failed to summit on Mount Vinson this past week. Plus Kilimanjaro. One failed, one success. Barely, plus failed on Aconcagua. Oh boy. We are concerned for his mental health. It happens. Do you have any suggestions on how we can encourage him? He is 64, an ex-smoker from way back, but no longer. We were wondering if he has reached his service ceiling. I know summiting isn't everything, but I just wondered about perhaps a good book or something to assist him. I woke up from a dream where my wife and I were giving him a big hug as he was, in my dream, crying. Thoughts or ideas? Thanks for taking the time to check this out. Sir Jake Rockwell, you better believe I got some stuff for you and your friend who is struggling. So first, I'm going to go down several points, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to give you 3 books that I would suggest you read. The first thing about mountaineering, climbing, hiking, expeditioning, you will fail. I need some echoes in here. It's going to happen. Now, failing on Vinson or anything, that sucks, because that's expensive as heck. I mean, hopefully your friend, it's not like his this is the end of all things, because it's not. I have failed probably more than I've succeeded on mountains. Do you want to read about failure? Yeah, check it out. My Lost at Windy Corner book, inspirational, got some notes in there. I failed. And the next year, I failed again on Denali. And I'm going back. I just can't get enough abuse. Things like that, you got to know that sometimes it just doesn't work out. That's how it is. But the most important thing is you come home and you have stories for your family to share. Yeah, didn't it work? And people are like, oh, you've never been there. Try soloing on huge mountains and failing and having sponsors. Oh my gosh, that sucks. Second point, training. Is your friend training as hard as your friend needs to train? Given your friend's condition, previous smoker and all that, is your friend, I'll say he for better lack of a term, sorry about that. Is he like bombing 3 hours a day training? I mean, is he got a 50-pound pack on, ankle weights, wrist weights, bombing up and down flights of stairs or a 1,000-foot mountain? If not, dude, you need to do the training. There is no way around this. Point 3, pacing. Are you using the correct pace to get up the mountain? One of the books I'm going to tell you at the end of the video has a guy, he has a knee injury from the 70s. He's like 73 or 74 years old. He wears a knee brace climbing up Kilimanjaro, climbing up Everest. It was crazy to climb with him. But he was there, and he was actually smoking people because he didn't stop. The man just kept walking. And the one group I was with didn't train, didn't understand the pacing, wanted to go fast, and then wanted to go fast. Oh, don't do that. Walk very slowly, but don't stop. It makes all the difference. And that brings us to point number 4, the rest step. Where's my book? Crud. I'll get it in just a minute. Hang on. Sorry about that. You need to get the freedom of the hills. This is the first book I'm going to suggest. If he is not using the rest step, please don't assume I don't know anything about your friend. The rest step is in this book. I can't remember, get the 10th edition. The rest step is the religion of mountaineers. You have to use the rest step. If you're not, you're going to kill yourself, because then you go fast, 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 and then just slow, slow. Mental game. Maybe he knows this. Maybe I don't. Don't take it wrong. Fifth factor. Did he get ill? Food poisoning, bad food, the virus that shall not be named. Who knows? Stuff happens. I got the virus that shall not be named. Man, 6 months later, still kind of dealing with fatigue. Sucks. Another factor, AMS, altitude mountain sickness. A little pulmonary thing, a little haze, cerebral thing, that can really knock you out. Is he training and getting the altitude he needs? Here's a great place. Before you go to Jackson Hole. Go climb out Mount Glory. That is on Teton Pass. Go to the top. It's just above 10,000 feet. And hang out and go there again and again and again. So that way, by the time you go on one of these expeditions, you are acclimated to 10,000 feet, 3,400 meters or so above sea level. And you literally go down, get on a plane, the next day, go to wherever. That's the greatest way to go because that is such an easy mountain to get above 10,000 feet. And that sucker is like vertical, brutal. Highly recommended. Mount Glory on Teton Pass. That'll be great. The next factor, weather. Did he get wonked by weather? That wiped out my first expedition on Denali. Terrible weather, 5+ days. I was at risk of running out of food. If you bring food for 14 days, you only have a 50% chance of success. That would have been good to know. So the next time I went, I brought like 27 days of food. The crevasses were so bad and the weather was but then the 3-foot snow dumps making it impossible. Plus the crevasse danger. Several climbers and I, we're out of here. But my Polish friends that I met, they made it. They took the risk. Balance. Next failure that can happen, teamwork. Is he on a guided trip? Is he with a team? Is he with a team that he cobbled together himself? That's a tough one. Interpersonal dynamics can really mess your head up, especially because when you don't make it, now you become a head case and it tweaks you out. Stay tuned for the books. The next thing, injury, smoking, COPD, emphysema. Boy, oh boy. My mom has that. Yeah, she struggles with that too. It's super, super tough. Doesn't mean you can't get past it, but do you eventually reach your service ceiling? You better believe it. Next factor, mental toughness. Are you willing to walk and walk and walk? Slow, but don't stop. Just like when I was in Antarctica, ski, ski, ski. It makes all the difference. People might be smoking you. You're not going to go do K2 or Annapurna. That's just the way it is. Last point before I get to the books and keys, know when to turn around. If you're not going to make it, you're going to risk your life, you're going to risk other people, you're going to risk these or your feet and toes. Is it really worth it? No, it's not. 10 years later, when you're 70, he's 64, when you're 74, and you've lost most of your fingers and you've got these stubs you're working with, and you're going to say, yeah, it was worth it. No, it's not. I promise you. It's not. I've met quite a few people that have lost their fingers and toes. Yeah, they'll never say, yeah, it was worth it. Okay, here are the 3 books. Here you go. This is what you've been waiting for. The first one, Journeys to the Edge by Dr. Randall Peters. Boy, if you want to meet the guy who had the knee brace on, who climbed Everest, who climbed Vincent, who climbed Kilimanjaro like every freaking year for like a decade, I'm not saying that your friend is better or worse than him, but read his book. He has an entire vision of how to do things late in life. I was climbing with him in Kilimanjaro. He's smoking the rest of the team because he didn't quit walking. Highly recommended. Book number 2, Pathological Positivity by Dr. Paul Jenkins, PhD. True psychologist. Know and love the man. This dude is hilarious. Check out his YouTube channel. I will put a link for you here. Boy, man, if you ever want a guy that gives you positivity vision, he is it. I am an adversity speaker. I help you get a vision for overcoming adversity like I'm doing now. But the pathological positivity guy, boo boy, Dr. Paul, you are the man. There you go. And the third book for you is The Right Mountain by Jim Hayhurst Sr. This book talks about failure in high mountains, spending a freaking fortune pile of money, and realizing, are you climbing the right mountain? Not the mountain, but the mountain. That mountain. Cannot recommend this book, or this book well enough. These three will help you develop a vision of what it's like. And if you want some entertainment, get the ebook of mine. Watch how I failed. Yeah. So I hope this has helped you out. Jake Rockwell, boy, that's a super tough one. But no, the most important thing is coming back with your fingers and toes and not being a corpse at the bottom of a crevasse so you can enjoy the time with your family and live a long life and become an old crotch. That's the way to go. My name's Aaron Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer and professional traveler. Please check out links below to everything I've talked about, plus my books, Antarctic Tears, Lost in Windy Corner, Adventure Expedition 1, How to Keep Your Feet Warm in the Cold, The Jackson Hole Hiking Guide, The Most Crucial Knots to Know, and the 2024 Total Eclipse Guides. By the way, my Antarctic expedition, I did not succeed in my original mission. I failed. I set the world record, but totally by accident, by the way. And also check out my shows, Antarctic Tears and World Beyond. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so I can bring you more of this stuff.